Hey everybody, welcome back to Coach's Corner. Jack Fletcher here, sitting with Coach Hutchins, head coach of the boys basketball team. Coach, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. All right, let's go ahead and jump into this. So, the boys basketball season. What are your thoughts about the beginning of the season so far?
Well, it hadn't started the way we would like it to. We're 0-4, but we've played probably the 4 toughest teams we're going to see in the region, and we've been in every ball game to a degree. We've young guys when we start. Sometimes we do start a freshman, 2 sophomores, and a senior or 2 seniors. So we're young. We got a lot of youth on the roster, so we're trying to just kind of gel it all together and hopefully start putting some wins together here soon.
Now, you mentioned the youth on this roster.
Correct.
What have you seen from them early in this season?
Well, I like the way they compete. They battle. We've still got some guys on JV that are going to join us next year for varsity. So the future is bright. They know the game. They just got to get the experience under the belt.
Now, you've got a few guys that do have some experience under your belt. I know that there's a few seniors that haven't
Right.
been in the program for a couple of years. So how have they kind of helped transition the younger guys?
Well,
into?
we got Satchel and Colin late because of the success the football team had. So they're still catching up from football. It just takes a while to get into basketball shape and get going. Jack's been a great leader. We've had Jack since trial. So Jack Van Wiegen's done a great job of trying to mentor these younger guys on how we do things and how to play and how to show up and get a W hopefully soon.
Now, getting that W, you mentioned that we've played the 4 toughest teams
Correct.
that we're probably going to play this season, and we've played some pretty close games.
Yes.
There was a close game against Drew. The
Correct.
McIntosh game was close at halftime. Really, I mean, I think the only game that wasn't that close was the Morrow game.
Correct. And yeah, Morrow was just a bad night. I mean, when you have a young team, I told them this in your year, some nights we're gonna look like we've never played basketball before. Going on the road at Morrow, it's an old gym, tough place to play. They just kind of showed their youth. But the other 3 games, we've had a chance. I thought we should have beat Drew. I thought we had a chance there to pull an upset. McIntosh, they're the number 2 team ranked in the state for a reason. And then, of course, Monday's Mill, we just couldn't get it done. But yeah, we're competing. We're close. We just got to get over the hump.
Now let's talk about that game that everybody wants to talk about,
Absolutely.
the McIntosh game. Now McIntosh, you mentioned it; they're the number 2 team in the state.
Correct.
They have incredible talent over there.
Absolutely.
So it was a close game. It was a 5-point game at
Yeah,
halftime.
it was a 5-point game at half, and we spotted them 6 to start the game on 2 stupid fouls. They're shooting 3-pointers. So you take those 6 points away, we're probably up 1.5. I thought first half we played the best we could play. You knew they were going to come out and go into the bigs. I mean, they've got 2 huge guys underneath, and the guy, Coach Ives, is a good coach, and he realized they just need to get the ball inside. And we made a couple bonehead mistakes, and then time you know it, you're down 15-20 to them, and it's too late. But once they put their younger guys in, or their second group, and our younger guys, I thought we played pretty well with them for the 4th quarter. So their run's going to end here, and then it was going to be our chance here next couple of years to hopefully dominate that series. So.
Wait. Now it was a close game at halftime. What did you say at halftime to kind of get them motivated to come out and?
Well, I just said I don't think anybody in the building thought you'd be down 5. I mean, I don't think anybody in the building thought we had a chance to play with them. And I just told them, I said, you can play with anybody you want. You just got to make your mind up. You can do it. We're going to try to continue the intensity and try to keep the bigs off the boards, but they're just so good. I mean, they got 5 guys. 4 out of the 5 are going to play D1 basketball. The others want to play, Division II or whatever baseball. So, they got some good athletes.
Now we've mentioned this a couple times now, that this is the toughest 4 teams we're going to play at the
Correct.
beginning. What does it mean to get this type of experience this early in the season for these young guys?
I think it's huge. We're trying to keep their confidence up. Try to keep them, motivated, and they've got an eye opener. They've kind of realized that varsity basketball, is a lot faster than JV. Most of our sophomores, except for Pina, played freshman ball last year. So that's a big jump from freshman basketball to varsity basketball. The speed of the game's faster. The guys are faster, bigger, stronger. So they've kind of seen, hey, we're going to get there. It's just going to take some time.
So where's this team's biggest strength right now?
I think our biggest strength would probably be the fact that they don't quit, they play hard, and I think our biggest weakness is we're trying to find somebody upside Peanut that can score. Pena's averaging, probably 21 points a game so far through the first 4 games. So as a sophomore, and people don't realize he's only a sophomore. So we got to find some scoring, but we got to continue to play hard, play as a team.
So what does it mean to you as the coach to have a sophomore that's able to average 21 points against this type of competition?
He's come a long way. He's kind of where he was last year, where these young guys are now. I mean, he was kind of just wide-eyed and really didn't know what was going on. A year under your belt makes a huge difference. So he's kind of learned how to speed the game. He had a great off-season. He worked his butt off. I think he's probably going to be, hopefully, our first big-time recruit here that we have for basketball that the school's ever seen. So.
Is he getting any interest so far?
He is. Actually, Austin Peay State University from Tennessee was here to watch the McIntosh point guard. And he came down after the game and asked who Zach was, and definitely wanted to keep in touch. So I believe, if not maybe into this year, by going into his junior year, he's going to get some attention. Absolutely.
There you go. I mean, that's pretty big for this kind of school to have a player like that. And,
correct.
You can kind of build some success around that.
Absolutely.
So looking forward to this weekend. You got a couple of games. You play tonight at Ola.
Correct.
And tomorrow.
We have Morrow again. It was kind of a crazy glitch in the schedule. We play them so close. We just played them Tuesday, and then we got to turn around and play them again Saturday. So 2 games we can win. Hopefully, we just got to play a little better than we did Tuesday.
Does it help any to have that game fresh in your mind?
I think so, a little bit. I think it helps us, and I think it also helps them because they're coming off a 30-point drumming of us. So maybe we can catch them napping a little bit. So.
Now, over the break, you've got a tournament that you're going to. Where's that tournament going to be?
Well, we have it's next to a tournament before Christmas. We're going to Woodward Academy. They have a showcase there that we play in, and then after Christmas, we're going to Sandestin, Florida, and we're going to play in a big tournament down in Florida. 16 teams from all over the Southeast, so that'll be a good experience for our team.
Yeah, that's going to be good. And then after the break, we'll get right back at it.
Correct. It never stops.
All right, Coach. Thanks a lot for being with us.
Ryan, Nate. Nate Cox wants to get in on our interview.
And we'll always take some guests here and there. All right, Coach. Thanks for being with us today.
Yes, thank you.
And thanks for joining us on Coach's Corner.
Absolutely.